Hey, what is up everybody? How are you guys doing? Thank you for checking out this video. Support for the channel is definitely awesome. I appreciate it. And I want to talk about kind of the current events. We got a lot of stuff going on right now. We got a lot of threats of social chaos, and civil war, and everything. I mean, I'm looking at everything, but the main topic is basically, is there going to be a civil war or not? If there is, I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit different this time. Yeah, I've said for a while, pay attention to what's going on in Europe. Pay attention to the social issues going on in Europe. Not even so much what's going on with the war deals in Ukraine and Poland and all that. It's another deal. It's another reason to prepare, but that's another deal. They are in social unrest like we've never had here, and they're about to go into a civil war. This might be a global civil war for the Western Hemisphere. It might not even be just like we had as a civil war, or as other countries have a civil war. Because right now it's the United States, France, Germany, the UK, everybody's in an uproar. We're actually on the bottom. It's not so bad here, but it's probably coming. So, how do you prepare for civil war? How do you prepare for social unrest if you're looking at that as a specific cause for the reason to prep? Really, it's going to be general prepping, but there's a few things that you can kind of really focus on as far as what you can do. The first thing that comes to mind, arm yourself. Make sure that you can protect yourself, protect your family, your household, whatever you need to do. If you can, and it's not just automatically legal, get a concealed carry permit, start carrying it. Carry everywhere. Obviously, if you can't carry, like going to a football game or something like that, don't do it. But you can bring it in your car. Hide it, get it under the seat, get it in a compartment, lock it up if you have means to lock it up in a small safe or something like that. But if you need to get to it, you're going to need to get to it. So I don't really recommend a safe. Most of the time, you can't see in my truck that well. My girlfriend's truck that we drive all the time is fully tinted, so you can't even really see in. You could probably make out some shapes or something like that, but without a window down, without a point of reference, like a person being in there, you can't really see. So if I'm going in a place where I am not allowed to carry, well, I'm probably just going to stick it somewhere that's easy access, throw a towel over it, and yes, I know that's a chance. Yes, I know somebody can break in the vehicle and steal it. I'm willing to take that chance. Even without heavy window tint. Sorry, got some sort of bug wanting to crawl up my leg. I dodged it. But if you can't, kind of lost track. Bugs do that. I'll keep one in my truck. I will keep it almost in plain view, but I'll just kind of toss something over the handle or something. I'll usually keep one right on my side next to my seat in the center console. I got enough room to where I can slide my holster down in there, and I just keep it right there. So if I ever need to, I can just kind of go grab it and get out the window or whatever I need to do. Or just run in, grab it, and if I got to protect myself outside of my vehicle. So when it comes to the social unrest, the number one thing I would do is be armed. If you do not have a way to defend yourself, if you don't own a firearm, you're afraid to own a firearm, maybe take some training classes. Get comfortable with it. I think that's the biggest problem that people have getting into firearms is the fear, the scare of that pop sound. The more you get used to it, the easier it gets, the better it gets. Practice. If you are comfortable with guns and you don't have anything, get something now. Ammo, obviously, have enough ammo, at least a couple boxes of ammo. So with social unrest, that's probably the one main thing that you can do. If you don't like firearms, get other means of self-protection. You can get pepper ball guns, you can get stun guns, you can get batons in some states. They're not legal everywhere. You can carry different things to be able to protect yourself. I'm not going to condone anything that is not legal, but if those are your only means, like brass knuckles or something like that, they're illegal, I think, everywhere, so you're not going to be able to buy them or carry them, but whatever means that you have. Even when I was a kid, when I was in junior high, we used to get a roll of nickels, keep a roll of nickels in our pocket, so anytime it comes up for time for a fight, you can grab that roll of nickels and grip it in your fist. Now you have, it's like a brick. That's a good way to just give a little bit of extra if you are able to, not able, but if you do find yourself in a physical confrontation with somebody and you have a few seconds to be able to prepare for it, you can reach in, grab a roll of nickels and go to town, right? The most important thing, I would say the second most important thing, pretty close to a good even race with number one, is get prepared mentally the best you can. I don't think anybody can really be prepared upstairs in the head for something you don't know about. But what I do, I study it, I think about it a lot, and I put myself in the position to where, okay, what am I going to do if I roll up to Walmart to go do some shopping on a Sunday and there's mayhem and chaos breaking out? What am I going to do? In that case, I'm probably just going to leave. I'm not going to go fight my way in to get a gallon of milk. There's going to be other options. We don't get a whole lot at the grocery store, so we can go 3, 4, 8 weeks without going to the grocery store. That's one means of preparing. But if you do have to go to the grocery store, pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you. And this goes for anything, just going out in public. If it smells funny, it's probably going to be funny. But really, just prepare yourself mentally the best you can. Put yourself into situations. Think about putting yourself into situations and how are you going to go about it. Practicing mental preparedness on these situations will help you out, because when you roll up to a situation, you can instantly decide, okay, I have 4 different scenarios I can do here. Now I can defend myself, I can take some, I can leave, I can run in, try to fix the problem, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything in stone there, but you're going to have different scenarios that can play out. The more you practice this, the more you run this scenario through your head, you're going to be able to roll up to a situation and go, this is exactly what I need to do. Being able to train in those situations would be awesome. It would be absolutely awesome. Not everybody has that opportunity, so I'm not really going to suggest that, but prepare mentally and really just do the best you can on running scenarios through your head. Any scenario you can think of, what are you going to do? What would be your options in any given scenario? So prepare yourself mentally, absolutely. Third one, definitely it's going to be related to being in a city, being around more populated areas. You can reinforce your home. Ways to do that, you can put bars. If you have a house and you have the means, you can get bars on your windows. 3M has a wonderful security film. It's called Scott Shield 3M. You can get it 6-10 mil, very, very thick. I can vouch for this. I used to install this when I was in Florida. We did hurricane shelters and storm shelters all around Florida. It's not going to keep somebody completely out of your home, but it is going to definitely help out. If somebody's just coming in with an elbow onto your window or something like that, they ain't getting through. I saw one, it was a very large window, which are easier to break, and it took a hatchet getting through it. So you can do that. With your doors, replace your screws, get some deep screws going in there, 3 inches on your door frames that hold the door in. Something as simple, you're probably not even really going to see it, but I mean, you might be able to see it. I just have a little hook. I keep a extension cord wound up on there, so it's just quick access, always plugged in, always got power right there. But you can do this. Get a couple 2x4s, get them into studs next to your door, and you can just drop a 2x4 in front of your door. That is pending it swings in and not out. You obviously have to get it on the right side of the door, but just that alone is going to stop just about anybody. I mean, nobody's going to be showing up with a battering ram or an MRAT to ram the front of your house. That ain't going to happen. It's going to be an opportunist that happens to be walking by and they say, ooh, that is a target. They got something I might want. I'm going in. So the more you can deter people like that, to where if they come up and they try their entry, they can't get it, they might try something else, they can't get it, they're gone. They made a lot of noise, they got a lot of people's attention, the spotlight's on them, they got to move quick. And if they're not able to breach the front of the house or the back of the house or the windows, bedrooms, they're bailing. They're going to get out of there. If they are really, really dedicated, well, you probably got bigger problems. And arm yourself up, have a 12 gauge by the door, and take care of business as needed. But just a couple things. Yeah, we got to prepare for this. Yes, you're going to need food, you're going to need water, shelter, fire starting capabilities and stuff like that. That's general prep. Everything will apply to social unrest as far as prepping, but I think a main group of a few things are the most important, which is going to be preparing yourself mentally, preparing your home, and being able to protect yourself when you're out in public. Mostly just avoiding the situations altogether. So we got a lot of stuff that's coming up right now. We have a lot of people talking about social unrest. Scary enough, we have a lot of people in high places talking about civil war. It's getting amped. Elon Musk is saying fight or die. It's getting a little crazy out there. It's getting a little crazy, and it's time to start thinking about personal protection and making sure that you're going to be able to keep your family safe, keep yourself safe, keep loved ones safe, whatever you got to do. Because there's a chance that things could flare up really any given day right now. It only takes one bullet, just like I said, whether it's World War III or a riot in your neighborhood. It just takes one instance. So keep prepared, keep your head on a swivel, keep your six clear. Situational awareness. Every time I get out of a vehicle, I do a 360 casually. Like I'm looking for something. I'm not trying to make. I really don't give a shit if anybody thinks I'm checking them out. Okay, I want to kind of point on this. This just popped in my head. I'm sorry. Okay, there's a lot of people out there that say, "Oh, don't look suspicious" and stuff like that. I'll make eye contact with people that I know what's going on. I got no problem with that. If it's somebody that's some gangbanger, for instance, walking into a Walmart, no, I'm not going to be staring them down, because that's just going to cause some sort of conflict, I'm sure. But I got no problem making eye contact with them. I got no problem moving my head around and taking a look. And, I always have the mistake, like I get somebody ghetto and I'm always all like that. Like, hey, what's up, man? That's a white boy thing. And the ghetto, that's, yo, what's up? It's a little bit different. So I've had to check myself. I've gotten stared down a lot when I'm just saying, hey, what's up, man? So be careful how you look at people. I will admit that. But really, do a good 360 when you get out of the car. When you're in stores, when you're standing, stationary, anything like that, get the hell off your phone. Don't stare at your phone. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Also, one of the most important things you could do in social unrest or civil war when it's in the cities or whatever. I don't even want to say civil war, because that's going to be a little bit different. But social unrest, rioting, protest, all the stuff that's going on, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, guys. Yes, we are concentrated right now on Charlie Kirk. Yes, we are concentrated on social unrest, political social unrest, political violence, and a civil war based around this whole religious, right-wing, conservative assassination that just happened. We still have terrorists everywhere. We still have pro-Palestine everywhere. We still have woke pretty much everywhere. We still have anti-ICE everywhere. It ain't just Charlie Cook. We're at a boiling point. We really are. We have a tendency to skip away from the things that are quickly past tense, like the ice raids and stuff like that, because of new current, new shiny things to talk about. We got a lot going on in our society right now. Immigration. So yeah, everybody's talking about this on one situation. I just gave you 4 for social unrest. So prep up, pay attention, stay safe, keep your loved ones safe, stock up on food, all that good stuff. I will leave it with that, so I wanted to touch on this. I will talk to you guys later. Till next time, from way back here, peace.